EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. Getting the starts, a second-year pro, first-rounder, last spring's NFL draft out of Ole Miss. It is Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately, and they'll have to do professionally.
Well, they told us in our meetings, Brock, they wanted to make a statement on the very first play from scrimmage, and they very nearly got it there with a sack. Instead, he got the throwaway, but it is incomplete.
I will say, though, I think the message was still sent, Kate, because that quarterback's picking up the pieces. We know the impact those early hits can have. I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Third and long for him here. He's going for it himself. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Bringing him out and celebrating now a decade in the NFL. This is Patrick Mahomes.
This guy has just rewritten so much of what it means to play quarterback. Kind of like the Steph Curry, quite honestly, of the NFL, where Steph just changed the game as a three-point shooter. Patrick's done the same at quarterback. He just still has a skill set that very few have ever had playing the position.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying with Walker. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They'll throw 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And the early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got him enough for the first. This drive is going to continue. We've set it down from 37. Looking to throw Mahomes. Rushes right there as he releases it, and it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Giants and offensive coordinator Matt Nagy sending their group back out to the fields. And as they do, let's talk about Matt. First year with the Giants as OC, but far from his first in that role here in the NFL. Same role in Kansas City the last 3 seasons, and before that, he was the head man of the Chicago Bears. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Now here's Cam Scatterbury on the ground. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Felix and Udike Uzama making the tackle that time. To the air on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Chiefs have Nico Remigio after the return. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running with Walker again.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now an inside give to Walker, pushing for the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Chiefs 14, Giants nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Scatteroo gets it here to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Got Slayton over the middle. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that gives New York the 1st.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Takes the handoff, now Dart. A throw left side, finds Johnson. Defense gets to him, shoves him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And it's going to be a New York 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. This snap going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second. Dart. He finds Slayton on the slant. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Back to throw, here's Dart. He finds Johnson over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hand off to Scannaboo from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
It's Scannaboo on second down. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, and they need to get 10. Now Dart. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First and goal, New York.
Dart's looking to throw. And he's going to opt to just ditch this one through the end zone. That's going to bring up second and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. To throw, here's Dart. Jukes, and he's in for the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14, Giants 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that earns Kansas City the first down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here's the final play of our first half. First down, and they go right back to him. He's off again, and he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Walker trying to run for the first. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 34 yards.
That's so good, Kate. That is just such good quarterbacking 101 right there. He escapes the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because of it, well, he found an explosive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Back to throw Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the red zone on first. Makes the catch. And across the line he goes. Touchdown Chiefs. Noah Gray capping a 7-play scoring drive. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Butker to try the point after. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And they bump their lead up to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Running with Scadaboo. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Darts back to throw. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throw here, third down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Dart going to go for it on fourth. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now 21.
Chiefs 48, Giants 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Gibson now to return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole they're in deeper. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Your start now. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scadaboo. And out of bounds he goes, so give him about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for a New York 1st down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. So 1st down from the 41. Dart setting in to throw here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they get to him before he can get to the line. Defensive effort there, capping the gain to 5 yards. It's not enough. It is 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not taken that spot to move the chains.
Throw is caught by the back. And they'll watch him go out a ways from that marker, partner. That's a turnover on downs. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Walker on 1st down. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give up the gut to Walker. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
3rd and just 2 to go. Handoff running left, Walker. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 5.
Dart now on 2nd down. Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or two shy of that line to gain. That brings up 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. He will go! Touchdown, New York!
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Setting up to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And it's down to a 14-point game.
28, Giants 14.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. I think the Giants got that one back. Yes, Giants football! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Here's Walker running right. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock, and the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one. We've set it downs from 37. Going to the ground again on first. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Walker on second. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 3. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's 1st and goal. Walker has the Kansas City touchdown. Butker to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now 21.
35. Giants 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Here goes Dart to the air. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.